Attorney General John Jeremie has revealed that he personally visited detainees at the Tetron facility last week to ensure they were alive and being treated appropriately. This as he elaborated on government's move to relocate certain prisoners from the maximum security prison after the state of emergency was implemented. Sunilala tells us more.
Following the implementation of a state of emergency on Friday, July 18th, there was an overnight legal challenge as TNT observed its first night under the declared SOE, questioning the relocation of a detainee to a secure facility. The court, however, dismissed the application in its entirety. Speaking in the Senate on a motion to approve the Prisons No. 2 Order 2025, Attorney General John Jeremie explained government's move, citing what he calls as an existential threat to national security. He revealed that he made an unannounced visit to the detainees held at Tetron last week before cabinet.
And I spoke to them. I went into their cells and I spoke with them. I am not fielding requests for meals and better this and so on and so forth. I saw the premises and I am not a prison expert, but I thought it was my responsibility to see that they were alive, that they were being treated appropriately.
And despite criticism, he said government is faced with balancing the rights in favor of the many.
Now, of course, everybody's complaining. There are complaints about all manner of things. But these are persons who, to be frank, our intelligence services tell us were plotting some and they were an existential threat.
He warned that the current threat could have been even greater than what the country faced in 1990.
So if in 1990, persons were able to leave a compound in Mokarapo, where you had an army base right outside of the compound, persons were able to get from there in Mokarapo to here, to TTT, and other places in the country. They made an attempt at the airport. If that could happen in 1990, with the manpower that they had, which is nothing compared to the manpower that these people have today.
And the Attorney General also addressed concerns about the constitutionality of the emergency measures.
Now, on the question of the constitutionality of various provisions in the Prisons Act, I like my chances.
The Senate approved the prison order with 23 votes in favor, none against, and 7 abstentions. Sonolala, TTT News.
Opposition Senator Ferris Alawi, who opted to abstain from the vote, earlier called for ethical clarity on the motion.
But I really do believe, Mr. President, that we are in dangerous waters with an unspecified order. I do believe that there may be need for a validation act. I have serious questions on whether a statutory instrument, that is an order done by affirmative resolution with retroactive effect, can cure the 3/5 majority issues.
And while Independent Senator Anthony Vieiraa supported the relocation of high-risk inmates, he emphasized the Senate's duty to question the long-term consequences.
There should be some time limit, but they want to call it a sunset clause. This measure must not be indefinite. The relocation of high-risk prisoners to military facilities should be treated as a stopgap measure, not a permanent fixture. And the measures we are approving today are based on certain exigencies. There is a crisis we are trying to avert.